Well, what's up, everybody? Hey, it's good to see you. Yep, this is another spontaneous live. But I am just I got some time before I got to go get little big girl farmer from school, and so I wanted to jump on here real quick. Starting to get my voice back, and I'm excited about that because it's been about 4 or 5 days that I haven't been able to talk well, and I've actually the first like maybe day or two, maybe 3 days, I kind of felt crappy. Like I felt like I was sick. But then after that, I never had a fever or anything. It's just you don't feel well. All the sinus drainage and everything. It's just that time of year. It's just that time of year, and the weather is changing, and I've been out almost consistently at least 4 or 5 times during the week. In the evening when it's cooling off and the wind is blowing, so it's flu season and all that. So getting some yucky stuff going on, but feeling much better. And so yeah, it's raining today. I have never it's like we just went through a complete drought in summer. And all of a sudden, we start to get all the rain now. Isn't raining like every day. It's been we've had some really clear, beautiful sunny days, and with the trees, the leaves falling from the trees and everything has been gorgeous. But today it is raining. It's in the low 60s, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, go plant some seeds. Go plant some. We haven't experienced a hard frost yet here, but it's coming. It's coming. And so the only concern I have about planting seeds now is that when that hard frost comes, it will kill them. And because they're not strong enough yet, their root systems are not strong enough yet. And so that's my only concern. Now, I am a beginner gardener. I've learned so much this year. Last year, I learned a ton, and so I believe that this year is my first, like, really productive, the biggest my garden has ever been, and but really productive year. And so I'm pumped up and excited about that. But one of the things that I'm still trying to figure out. I'm not anxious about it, but I kind of I know what I want. I'm horrible about executing. So like is a greenhouse. Now I've tried. I have a 3-tier greenhouse, and it did what it could do. I had a lot of problems with that, and most of that was because of where I had it. The wind would blow it over. I didn't have it staked to the ground because it was on concrete. And so I was going through things like that, and then I fixed it up, and then it fell over again, and just stuff like that. But overall, I really like the greenhouse idea, and I really like the idea of having a low tunnel of some sort, or a cold frame. So I'm thinking of ways I could, and the whole point is protecting the vegetation from frost and some of the cold weather. It's still with a cold frame, obviously it's going to be cold, but your plants are not going to experience so much of the frost, the effect of the frost. They could get frosted, but the idea is to keep some of that from happening. Now, my understanding is that things like radish, beets, and carrots do really well in cold weather. Um, but again, they're root vegetables. And if the ground is frozen, then I'm not sure how well it's going to do, if the plants will stay alive if the ground is frozen. So if I'm planting all of these things, I want to have time where I can harvest and keep harvesting. So I'm entertaining the idea of a cold frame of some sort. And it'll probably be some makeshift, like get some plastic, get a few stakes, you know, and throw them over top. of the garden bed. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Because I don't have the structure or the framework to build one yet. I haven't really gotten there. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud, like, what should I do as a beginner uh cold framer, or a beginner, just trying to figure out how to continue to harvest, and the placement of my fall garden slash winter garden is important, because when it's cold and then it's cold and wet outside, I don't want to go outside. Just like when it's steaming like stupid hot outside, you don't really want to be out there, right? So if I'm going to have a greenhouse or a cold frame or something, then I personally have to make sure that I place it somewhere that it's going to be easily accessible. I don't have to walk over things. I don't have to go out the door and around the corner and down the way, right? I don't want that, because the further away it is from the door, it probably won't happen. So I know that I should not put a greenhouse for now over or away from the door. It has to be, for me, right outside the back door, which is where my backyard garden is basically, and then it runs over to the side of my house. So I'm thinking out loud what I want to do here. But I am growing some of these things, and it is raining. So guess what is the perfect time to go plant some seeds, because the soil is already wet. You don't have to water. And it's pretty much coming down. I mean, it's coming down outside pretty good. And so I was thinking about going to play in the rain a little bit, but then I can hear my mom and dad, girl, get out that rain. You already can't talk, you know. So but I am considering it. I already have some French breakfast radishes growing outside. And listen, I bought these seeds at the Dollar Tree for 10 cents. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you got to go spend, what I am saying is you don't have to go spend $3 on a pack of seeds. Uh, because these seeds are just as good as any other seeds. I really have, nine times out of 10, great germination from Dollar Tree seeds. Now, if you are paying like $3 or $4 for a pack, there are way more seeds, right? Most of the time, there are way more seeds in the pack. Okay. So you are paying for volume a lot of the times if you're paying that much money, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes they only give you like 24 seeds or 25 seeds, and you paying $4 for that pack. It just depends on what it is. But, I have not planted these. I have not planted any beets yet. So I did want to get those in the ground. These are Detroit dark red beets. And then I have like the typical, globe, radish, or no, those are radishes. Never mind, those are radishes. But so I don't have any beets in the ground. I have French breakfast in the ground, and I haven't planted any carrots yet. I did plant carrots in the spring, and so I planted the little finger carrots and black nebula carrots. And that was cool because when you ate the black nebula carrots are like a deep, deep purple. And so when you eat the carrot, your tongue turns purple. It's pretty cool. So anyway, I was just thinking about planting more. I said that I wanted my fall garden to be pretty, pretty small this winter, but you know how that goes. It's like, man, I just want to plant some seeds. So, but I already got some pak choi, some Romanesco broccoli. I got parsley, oregano, uh, salad mixes, little Marvel peas, sugar snap peas, and some onions that I found out there that I planted in the spring. But the bulbs that grow, they're not very big, but they're about that big around. But I found them when I was cleaning out the cinder block raised bed, and then I replanted them in another pot. Just gonna see what happens. But yeah. So I mean, I probably have a pretty decent fall garden. I have some collards that are. out in the 4x4 raised bed that I didn't, I planted it in the spring, but never got to them. I thought they had all died, but they're popping back up. So I got some over there that I need to get to. Um, so my fall garden is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I'm excited about it. Hey everybody, I didn't mean to ignore everybody that's coming in. Green Organic Love, hey, what's up? How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you too. Proverbs 31 woman, hi, welcome. Good morning. Yes, radishes grow really, really fast. Susette, good morning. Nice to see you. Get those seeds in, honey. I planted the same type, and they are doing great after 2 weeks. Cool. Proverbs 31. I live in Zone 6B, and so we are. I mean, according to the Farmer's Almanac, expecting a hard frost, Halloween, and it's supposed to get pretty cold, like 33 degrees on Halloween night. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a frost. I don't think it's gonna be a hard frost, but I think we're gonna get another frost. But I haven't been lucky enough to find seeds that cheap. Well, Dollar Tree, they always have them in October, September, October, November is when you find the best sales, I believe. December, everybody's trying to discount their seeds, by the way. So by everybody, I mean online. Um, I bought most of my seeds too, not just from the Dollar Tree, but Callie Kim, hominggarden.com and migardener.com. And they do in December, they do try to discount their seeds because they want you to buy seeds for Christmas gifts. Okay. And so, like, and I love buy me all the seeds you want to, right? Buy me all the soil you want to for Christmas. That I would actually prefer to get that now than anything else. Is seeds and soil and pots or whatever else you want to buy, right? Garden stuff. But yeah, look for those things that start happening. They already are, but in the stores, yes. And this was, the pack said 99 cents, but I got them for 10 cents. And let's see, oh, you've replanted your onions too. Yeah, they didn't get very big. I think next season I'm not gonna put the whole bulb in the ground. I'm gonna put it like halfway and see what that does. I watched oh, what's her name? Beautiful Nest TV, and she starts hers out in sales in the trays, and then she transplants them over. But that's what she did. She didn't bury the bulb all the way down in the soil. And I may try that next year and see. I didn't have a whole lot of luck with bulbed onions. Now the bunching onions, oh yeah, they grew like a crazy. Oh, I have leeks too in my fall garden, leeks and spinach. But yeah, I'm gonna try them again because I really do want to get good at growing onions. Uh, see. Left Farmer, hey, what's up? Driving but watching. Thank you so much. Proverbs 31 is in zone 8. Okay. And yeah, you should be looking out for that because yeah, those sales happen everywhere. And I was kind of disappointed because one of the Walmarts that I go to, they have a huge, or did last year, had a huge clearance section, and the gardening stuff was, I mean, there was gardening stuff everywhere. And I mean, it was so much stuff that, like, I would come back, I would buy something one week, come back the next week, and they had marked it down like half. And I already got it for $7 when I came, and then it'd be marked down and marked down again. This year, I mean, I bought Eco Scraps 555 fertilizer for $1 a bag. And those bags are usually like 9.97 a bag. So like that, I mean, that you cannot beat, right? And I got as many as I could without looking like a crazy person. And but this year I was so disappointed. They did not have the clearance like they did last year. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get away from doing all that the gardening center at this particular Walmart. I don't know. But it just wasn't a whole lot. It's like they marked it down and then after that they trucked it out of there. It was gone. So I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, start looking for the sales because they are happening. They are happening. It's October. So they are happening definitely. And then like also gardening centers are getting in trees, fruit trees, or they have been. And so they're starting to mark those down too now because it's cold. It's cold. It's about to, and so you can find trees to for cheap and then plant them in your yards or whatever you want to do with them. But yeah, so yeah, when it's raining outside, just run real quick. Run out there real quick with your little umbrella or whatever and grab your camera. If you make content, plant some seeds while it's raining. That way you don't have to water. And I mean, you want a good rain. The soil is already wet. You can plant some seeds and then keep it moving. Right, get back in that house. But yeah, I'm my fall garden is looking good. I am going to be thinking about how to prune fruit trees soon. This is my first year purchasing fruit trees, and I have what I say 7 or 8 total, and I just went crazy. Like I don't know what I was thinking. But 2 of those are citrus. I'm going to be propagating because I really want to get really good at that. Lead Farmer 73 is in the house. He's pretty much mastered propagating citrus trees, and that's something that I really want to watch or get good at. And so I've been watching like Rose 5150. I've been watching the Millennial Gardener. I've been watching Lead Farm, of course. I've been watching uh, just a lot of people just trying to figure out what I want to do and see what the similarities are between everybody that is teaching how to propagate citrus trees. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my plan, and gonna do some other things. There are a few channels that have been talking about microgreens lately. I already have experienced growing microgreens. They're really really easy to do, so I'll probably do some of that. Just kind of thinking, get my thoughts together for what can I do as the winter is coming. Uh, as the fall season is going out, winter's coming in. A lot of us are pretty much done. Summer taps people out sometimes, and they don't want to plant fall gardens. So, what can you still do? And there is a such thing as indoor gardening. So I will do some of that. I did it last year. I really enjoyed it. But I will say the only thing I did not enjoy about indoor gardening was fungus gnats. And so this year I want to be a lot more preventative, not reactive, but proactive about how to combat fungus gnats in the house. So I did a few things last year, like boiling my soil. When I buy soil from the store, I boil water on the stove, pour it into the soil, and that'll kill fungus gnat eggs. I did the apple cider water soap mixture. That helped a lot too. But this year, I want to get all that stuff done before I even start indoor gardening. That way, I already have preventative measures out and I'm not being reactive to the fungus gnats. And so there's just a lot of thoughts I have in my head. So stay tuned, you all. I really, really enjoy uh, talking to you all. And I'm excited to be able to come back and do some of that. And so just stay tuned, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Um, be careful out there. There are a lot of things going on with the weather. People are experiencing tornadoes and like downpours of rain. There's fires going on now. Just all kinds of craziness around the country. So please, please, please stay safe. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.